Hello everybody, my name is Benji, and welcome back to Satisfactory. Now, if you were not able to be here on Tuesday for the 1.0 release stream, I hope it's because that you were playing the game on your own and really enjoying it all for yourself. And if you missed the stream on Tuesday for another reason, there's no obligation to come to stream, so don't worry about it. That is exactly what these videos are for. Not everybody has a couple of hours in a night to reserve to watching me play video games, and they'd much rather just play the video games themselves instead. And I totally respect that, or, you have other things going on. Totally cool. Welcome to the recap. These are going to be something that happens later on in the week, recapping everything that we did in stream. And I'm going to be indexing each save file by the number of days that I have played. So, of course, today we're just going through everything that happened on September 10th of 2024, the Satisfactory 1.0 release. Spoiler alert, we didn't get very far, but secondary spoiler alert, we got a lot of lore. So I'm going to try my best to keep this nice, short, sweet, and condensed while also going over all of the fun little things that we ended up doing in Satisfactory 1.0 on release day. And one of the first things that I would like to denote for everybody is we are starting here in the, what is this, the Rocky Dune Desert biome, not the Dune Desert, not the green fields, and not the Northern Forest, but the Rocky Dune Desert, because I haven't started here in, a rather long time, so it's nice to be back. You can see, of course, in the top right-hand corner over here, we are working on Phase 2 of the space elevator. We just finished Phase 1, which is kind of crazy, and then we're working towards basic steel production and a coal power plant. Of course, we need to have more power than our puny 360 megawatt max capacity, where our max consumption is 359.9 megawatts of power. So the first thing that I want to go over that is a little bit different about Satisfactory in 1.0 is that Tier 0 went by a lot faster than I remember, and maybe that's just because of the fact that I'm a lot better than I used to be at the game. The building efficiency stat, I don't think used to be under logistics. I think that used to be under the man, but that is now under the logistics tab. The map is now under the field research tab instead of in the MAM, which I find actually quite nice. I think all of this is the same, but the chainsaw, notably, whoa, lag. That's intriguing. The chainsaw now has single mode, where you can go through a single thing at a time instead of through multiple things at a time. So that's cool if you want to maintain some foliage. The Xenobasher has an updated animation, and the character has a customization screen. So welcome to my personal Fix-It character. Probably going to end up changing a couple of things here and there. First things first, I think I'm honestly going to switch either these two or just leave this one and switch this one also to 235. And you know what? I think I'm going to do that right now. And then put this one to 188. Boom. There it is. New Pioneer unlocked. So that's really cool. And then I don't really think there's anything different in any of the rest of Tier 1 and 2. But the space elevator is very different. Another difference, the biofuel generators have belt inputs now, and I think that is amazing, because now this just gets leaves and wood fed into it, literally just straight off the gate. We've got wood coming in, we've got biomass going out, we've got leaves going in, we've got biomass going out, and then we've got ourselves solid biofuel being made and fed straight into the power. So that's pretty cool. Mercer spheres are completely and entirely different, and I'll show that off in a second here. But the space elevator, you'll notice, is very different. The animations and everything else are a little bit different as well. Of course, phase 1, I don't even remember what it's called, but phase 2 is the construction dock, and you kind of see it blinking in and out here. It used to just be this big pillar into the sky, but now there's actually things there. So that's pretty cool. Can't wait to see what all of that entails and what all of that ends up doing. The MAM is entirely different, and the way that the hard drive system works is entirely different. I'm not going to go over too much of that here. But the hard drives, you get a hard drive scan, and then you get a hard drive library where you can save them for later. You get 2 recipes per scan instead of 3, but then you can rescan it, so you really get 4. Alien megafauna is pretty much the same, just some, UI changes. Alien technology is pretty huge because there's SAM now, and there is a SAM node up here, right here, in that little lake area. There's a SAM node. And then SAM is strange alien material, which can be reanimated and then put into a SAM fluctuator to get the dimensional depot with Mercer spheres, which I, of course, don't have steel yet, so I can't do that. And then there's, of course, the Sommer sloops for the alien power augmenter, which is only locked behind oil. I'm actually quite surprised that it's only locked behind oil. Deuterium's about the same, mycelia is about the same, nutrients about the same, power slugs about the same, quartz about the same. Really excited for the Explorer. The driving changes are something I'm very much looking forward to. And then sulfur is pretty much the same. Hello, doggo buddy. Oh, there he goes. He's backed into a corner. Look at him go. What a good pathfinding little goop. Let's go over factory things now that we've got all that out of the way. Actually, you know what? I'll show off the Mercer sphere. Let me show off the Mercer sphere. I've got 5 of them in here. There they are. Here's the Mercer spheres. Really cool looking guys. And boy howdy, the things that they talk to you about, they keep saying things like harvest and defile our scripture and go through the window and look through the window. How long will it take to look through the window? All of that good stuff, which is nice and creepy and great. Also, something that I'm noticing is most of these are synced, which they used to not be, so I don't know what's happening here. But this is our main iron production. Up there is our secondary iron production, and over there is our copper production. Way up there is gonna be our coal power plant, and way over there, I think it's that hill, is going to be our caterium production, once we, get into all of that on the next stream. But essentially, we've got 2 pure iron nodes underneath of us here, which is being turned into 240 iron ingots per minute. These 4 right here are all making rods. These 3 are taking these 2 and making screws. Half the screws go to storage, half the screws go to reinforced iron plates. These 2 are making iron plates, which combine with another iron plate from up there to make the reinforced iron plates and regular iron plates for storage, which are both very nice. And then all of this 120 iron is going into reinforced iron plates and modular frames, because we needed more reinforced iron plates and we needed modular frames. So all of these ingots go into making screws and iron plates to make reinforced iron plates. And then, of course, we have iron rods to make ourselves the modular frames. Modular frames suck, so that's like a whole thing. And then over here, the rest of the 60 are just making screws, plates, reinforced iron plates. There goes some modular frames now. And then up here, we've got our additional iron plates going on by, which is super duper nice. but I'll go on ahead and head up here. We have another pure node of iron, making us 120 iron ore per minute, which goes into these 4 smelters underneath of us, which go into 120 iron ingots per minute. All of them get turned into screws, with the exception, iron rods, with the exception of this one, which is plates, that goes down there to augment. Let's see here. It's 15, 30, 60 screws, splits 3 ways into 20, 20, and 20. The 20 combines with, another 15 and 15, so 50 here, 20 and 20 there, going for rotors. And then the 50 go into a manifold setup for screws, which I jump-started just to make the ratios happy for a little bit, instead of waiting for it to self-start, because it takes forever when you do a manifold system for it to self-start. And these guys make us rotors at a pretty decent rate. I think it's 8 per minute, because each of these is 4 per minute. Yeah. So 8 per minute. And then, of course, our copper design. We've got 90 copper coming out of there. Could be 120, but I didn't see a purpose for it. No need to, overclock this and make this work faster. But 60 of it is going into wire and cable, and then those are going into storage. It's 60 wire per minute, 30 copper per minute. And then we have our copper sheets here, which this is technically 30, so instead of 40... it's really 15 copper sheets per minute instead of 20. That's not a big deal. That's totally fine. Totally cool. Not a big deal in the slightest. And that's the whole base so far. I was able to ramble through that in about 5 minutes flat. Moving into plans for the next stream, come out on Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to hang out for 4 hours while we do all the good stuff. Obviously, the coupons, we get DNA capsules now, and then standard points are still standard points. Nothing really new in the shop, except for they have a dark mode, which is pretty cool. And you can see, purchases and whatnot. The boombox is all cool. All the rest of this is pretty much all the same. Ceiling mounts for conveyors is pretty nice. Clean pipeline is pretty nice as well, in all honesty. I think the rest of this is all the same, except for the unpainted copper and chrome finishes, which I'm not really worried about at the moment. Foundations, they have stairs. I don't remember them having stairs, so they have stairs now. There's new windows, I think, somewhere, but I don't actually have access to them yet. And then there's construction fences, metal barriers, road barriers, all the cool stuff. Equipment, of course, and then you can buy parts. Who would do such a thing? That's still huge and catches me off guard every time. So I'm actually not gonna grab any materials because I'm gonna have to come back down anyway. But I am going to run up and show you the location of our dearest of friends, the coal power plant, or what will soon be our dearest of friends, the coal power plant, and Sam production zone. So give me just a moment to climb up this giant hill, and I will be back to show you the plans. See you soon. And we have arrived. We're up in the lake biome now. Of course, if we look over the side of the hill here, or rather, I guess we get... Oh, hello, friend. I can actually kill you now. Oh, well, not if you kill me first. Do I have nuts I can shove in my mouth? I sure do. Come here. Got him. We've got ourselves 3 juicy pure coal nodes, which will give us 120 each. And there are 3 of them up here, I swear. Here's number 2. There are 3 of them. Yeah, there's the 3rd one. He's kind of hiding in the back here. So there are 3 of these guys. They're all pure. They are all pure. I thought that said normal for a second. I was gonna die. But no, they are in fact all pure. if we look over the dune desert, you can see it's not dune desert, the rocky dune desert. You can see it's all kind of barren and not a whole lot of stuff, and there's a hard drive up there I should go get at some point. But up here, it's nice and green and luscious, which is great. It's an amazing place to absorb all the carbon dioxide that our coal power plants are going to be producing, which is phenomenal. So we're literally just going to build out over this lake and partially up into this area with just floors upon floors upon floors of foundation. And we are going to be able to make a staggering 1,800 megawatts of power using 120 coal for every 8 of the power guys, every 8 of these. So that puts us at 24 times 75 is 1,800, should be. Yeah, 1,800, perfect. And that is also going to require 3 water extractors each. So 9 total, 1 in the middle splitting and going in both directions using pumps, and then 2 more for each other direction in order to go into the systems of 8. So essentially what we're going to have is 3 rows of 3 in a matrix of 9 for the water extractors, and then up here we're going to have 3 rows of 8 for the actual power plants themselves, producing us all the power. And then the way that we got up here is right over there. There's a big old ramp, and that big old ramp is exactly what we're going to use, hi guys, to get the power back down to the main base. Additionally, while we're up here, we are going to start some rudimentary SAM automation and manufacturing, because there is an impure SAM node literally right here, and you can hear it talking to us. You listen real close. Here it is. So yeah, Sam talks to us, and that's pretty cool, and we like that a lot. And we're just going to set up some rudimentary SAM automation, because SAM is used in a constructor at a rate of 120 per minute, which we can't even produce on this thing. An impure node only gives us 30 at the moment to make reanimated SAM. And then reanimated SAM with wire and pipes make us our SAM fluctuators, which we need for our dimensional anomaly, or dimensional storage, our cloud storage, one might even say. I can't wait for the cloud storage. That's going to be so awesome. Unfortunately, there is no iron anywhere close to here, so it's not like we could run iron and steel and all the things. That's just not going to happen. We're going to end up doing steel. Oops. Didn't mean to do that again, but we're going to end up doing steel over here because there's iron and coal over here. So that's kind of another thing on the docket for next time. And we will probably end up pinging for Sam to see if I can find any more Sam over in that region, just to make my life a little bit easier at the end of the day. It would certainly be nice for my life to be easy. However, this is me we're talking about. I'm not allowed to have an easy time. Come here. I feel like this does less damage than it used to. That's okay. Probably just some balance change stuff that happened. So yeah, just to recap, next time on stream, this coming Monday, November 16th or whatever the hell it is. I don't even remember exactly what day of the week it is. Yeah, September 16th, we're going to be streaming, and first things on the docket is the coal power plant. Second thing on the docket is probably going to end up being Caterium, and maybe some other miscellaneous things. And then third on the docket is going to be steel processing all the way over here. And then we're probably not going to worry about belting it back. We're just going to do that later, or technically right now, by hand. So, welcome to Satisfactory 1.0. I think I covered all of the things that are new. I covered all of the things that we did, for sure. I would like to show off the view of home, if I can. But there's a giant waterfall here, so it might not be possible. Or I might die trying. It's okay. Nope, not possible. Great. So, yeah, uh-oh. I might be dead, but that's fine. This works. I'll end the video here. Thank you everybody so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed, and I hope that I see you this coming Monday. It's going to be a lot of fun. But without further ado, adios, sayonara, au revoir, hasta la vista, das vidania, again, ciao, and goodbye. Please have yourselves a fantastic rest of your day. Get some sleep if you need to. Don't forget to stay hydrated. This video is in the bag, and I will see you guys in the next one. Later, y'all.